Hello, I am back with my 8 rules for my game or whatever, and my game is going to be the same, like the original idea that I had going before, which was the insane asylum, the abandoned insane asylum thing. So I mean, if you watched my video, then you would understand, but I'll briefly explain it with each rule just so that it makes more sense, I guess. So for operational rules, I decided that when you would start the game, I suppose, there would be like a brief background story thing that will explain to you what is going on. Like, what are the occurrences going on in this insane asylum, and what do you need to do in order to escape and stuff like that. And so when you wake up, after you read all that stuff, the game will start and you'll wake up and you're going to be in a room which is like a free-for-all. You can just stand up, investigate, do whatever, and you'll use like a controller of some sort, like a basic, typical controller with the stick and the buttons and stuff like that. I'm not going to be very specific. Anyway, so that's what you would use, and you would just go around, and you can pick things up in the game because you're going to want to collect items that are going to be useful to you, and so that's just what you're going to do. And the items are probably going to be highlighted, or maybe not like when you're in that general direction, but if you're like walking and you're like really close to it, it might like get highlighted a bit. So you're like, oh, that's something that could help. And so that's what that will be. And then and you tie the foundational rules into that. You have the basic, I'm just going to walk around, typical maneuvers, but what's going to fuel that is your searching and whatnot. And you want to get these items because you're not going to escape if all you're doing is walking around trying to find the exit door. No, because that's not even going to happen, because if you're doing that, you're just going to run into some guy, one of the guys in that building, and he's just going to chop your head off. Anyway, for behavioral rules, there's not really any, because it's just a one-player game. You're not going to be playing online with a bunch of people, so you don't have to worry about all the trolling and, I don't know, I guess the rude behavior that goes on online. Sometimes it's really funny to listen to, though. Anyway, so there's no behavioral rules going on. For written rules, when you go to the main menu of the game, I would have like a section that would say written rules. Well, actually, it would just say like rules or whatever, but they would be typed there, and so you would just read those over, and they would just explain basically everything you can do in the game and you can't do. Obviously, things you can't do, you probably wouldn't even be able to attempt to do them, so that wouldn't really matter, but it would just lay it all out right there that you need to do this. There are things you can pick up. Your goal is to escape this insane asylum, and it would just lay it all out. There aren't really laws either, because again, this is just a one-person game. It's not going to be a competition. There's nothing. It's just you and this game. You can go at your own pace. You could take a year to finish this game. I mean, it's like up to you. There's nothing, so there's no laws because you're not competing with somebody. For my advisory rules, when you're currently playing the game, like when you're actually playing the game, when you encounter some situation that you have never, that's not like a basic situation, I guess. Well, I don't know, like walking. You're not going to need to know how to walk. I mean, you just push the stick. But when it comes to other things, as like searching for something or opening a door. You know, like, oh, you can push, something will pop up. It's like, push this button to open the door, or push this button to search through this, or if you need to jump across something, it would tell you that, or shimmying across something, or maybe it'd give you hints on like, oh, to sneak by this sociopath who wants to kill you, crouch down and like crawl slowly by the doorway or something, you know. It would just give you little tips and strategy things like that. As for like my official rules, there aren't really any, because you're not playing against somebody. You know, you're just playing by yourself, and so the game is kind of created in a certain way, and so there's not gonna be different rules. Whatever is there is there. And then house rules, there's also not really any house rules either for my game, because there just isn't. I don't know. It's just a one-person game, and you have this one goal, and there's only so many things you can do to actually achieve this goal. There's kind of not really going outside of the box in this game. I feel like, I guess there's not necessarily an order, but there's still certain things you have to do in order to complete the task. But yeah, those are my 8 rules for my Insane Asylum game. I do notice in my videos that I say a lot, and so I'm really sorry about that. I'm working on it. Okay. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I guess I will see you all next week. Bye.